Hey y'all, this is Kasey Hope with Pizzazz, and we are back. We are doing this really easy, fun. Well, we have done this little cute fella in so many different ways. We've done him on canvases, we've done him in summer camps and birthday parties, and with different colors, and sometimes just with paint instead of watercolors. We've done this in a lot of different ways, and it's always a lot of fun and turns out really cute. So as always, you can use whatever materials you've got on hand. You've seen some people taking our drawings and doing them on the sidewalk, and that's totally fine. You can draw them on the back of an envelope. You can use crayons or markers or paint or whatever you want to do, okay? We're just gonna take you through drawing it and then adding color and then doing a fun background. All right, so what I am using today is watercolor paper, and I will hang tight. I'll show you the brand that we like to use a lot. You can get this usually at Michael's, Hobby Lobby. I like this thick 140 pound right here, okay? So the thick watercolor paper, I'll be using just a Sharpie, a black permanent marker, a pencil and an eraser just in case you need it, and then some sort of something to add color. So when I say that, it can be, I'm using my neon watercolors today. You could use your regular watercolors, crayons, pastels, paint, whatever you got, it will work. So let's get going. This is a really quick one and a really fun one. All right, we are going to start, let's look really quick. We're gonna start with the waves. Now notice that it starts on one side of the paper and it goes all the way to the other side of the paper, but it doesn't touch the bottom, okay? So it's not going up and then down to the bottom. It's just a line, a wavy line that goes all the way across. So I'm gonna start right here, and then I'm gonna come up, and then I kind of do like a C and up. Now your wave does not have to look like this. Somebody is saying no sound. Is anybody else having trouble hearing me? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Because I don't want to keep on going if nobody else has sound. Hang tight. Hang tight, hang tight. Okay, so I think Facebook is really slow to actually tell. Okay, I'm seeing thumbs up. So I'm thinking that somebody, if you will just type in to Ella to maybe turn her volume up to let her know that we can hear. Okay, so it's not on our end. Good deal, good deal. All right, so if you cannot do something like this, you don't have to. I'm gonna show you something back here. You could just do this. That's totally fine, okay? Anything that you want from one side to the other to make it look like some waves, all right? Now, let's refer back to our other picture. All right, and here we're gonna do this big curve, but make sure that you leave room for this. So what I mean is don't do a curve so big that you have no room for the tail, okay? We do want it to be big, but we wanna have room for that tail too. So I'm gonna come and whoop, right in there. And now the tail, I like to bring it up, and it almost looks like a heart at the top, like a heart, and then down. Now you don't have to do it like that. Like if you'd rather put the pointy edges on it, you totally can. This just seems to be kind of a fun, easy way to do the tail. All right, so we've got the water, the body, the tail. Now we're gonna do some details. So for the eye, I'm gonna do a circle and then just a curve. If you want to add lashes or something, you can totally do that too. Like you can come over and just do some little curly lashes. If you have room for a mouth, you can go ahead and do that. So you can start right here and do a mouth. If you don't have room, don't feel like you have to fit it in though. That's one thing about creating pictures. Everybody's is going to be a little bit different, and your waves may become higher than mine do. So you don't have room for a mouth. So no big deal. All right, if you want to add polka dots, we're gonna start adding some polka dots on here, just kind of staggering them around. You don't have to do this. If you don't want to do polka dots, you sure don't have to. You could just have a one color. y'all see how with just a few simple lines, we have already started to create some really, really cute drawing here. And then we're gonna do a spout that comes up to the right and one that comes up and to the left. And you have drawn a cute whale in the water. That is it. So it is not too hard at all. And of course you can, do your own embellishments. We like to give you a framework, and then you can have as much fun as you want to with it. As far as adding things, changing things, I'm gonna grab my black permanent marker and I'm gonna start outlining my pencil line. You've also seen us probably in other videos use our Crayola Super Tips, and you could use that on this too, okay? As long as you've got the washable markers and watercolor paper, you can also use that technique. Starting next week, we are going to go back, not starting, just next week. We are going to go back to doing everyday little fun little lessons, because next week we are opening up our kids club again for our May rendition, and we've been having a lot of fun in there. Last April, this has been our first month, so it's been fun to see what people are doing. We're kind of tweaking things so that we can bring you the best experience possible. All right, now in this eyeball, I like to always leave a little portion of it white, and then I color everything else in. Okay, and now I just get to paint. All right, so let's see here. I'm going to grab my paintbrush, my cup of water, and I've got these. I always like to use a couple of different sizes of paint brushes, just depending on what I'm doing. So this is I've got a couple of different sizes of brushes here. So if this is a bigger area, I'm just going to use my bigger brush. Now, does that mean you have to have a bigger brush? No, okay, you don't. I'm just going to be using this. So one of the feedback that we got, we just did a survey this morning in our kids club, and one of the things that people are saying is they want more videos. So one of our challenges, me and Haley, we are going to work on creating a little vault so that as soon as you join the club, and the people that are already in the club are going to kind of have a vault of videos that they can go to. They might not do it every single day, but anytime they want to, that they'll have a lot of videos, because even though we are adding new content into there every single week, some kids are wanting more and more and more. And so that's the kind of what we've been hearing. So we are excited to be able to create that for our club and for all future members too. So meaning as soon as you join, you've got fun stuff to get working on, and then you can join in with all of our fun weekly projects that we do as well. Okay, so I've done that. You know what would be cool? I'm going to pull over my Crayolas, and I just kind of thought about this. This is a really cool blue. Crayola has a really cool blue too, though. I'm going to go to one of these blues and kind of just mix it in there with it, just a little bit, just so there's a couple of different shades of blue. All right. And now I'm going to start painting my whale. So let's see, I'll do my purple. Now with the purple, I'm going to be careful not to touch exactly on those little polka dots because I don't want all the colors to smear later on. Okay, so I'm going to kind of be a little bit careful with that. And of course, a small brush would work just fine with this too. And right down here, when I'm getting close to the blue, I'll be a little careful with the blue. I don't want those colors to mix. However, sometimes, depending on what you're doing, this blue and purple look really pretty mixed together. Like if you were doing a sky that has a lot of different tones, the blues and the purple look really good mixed together. But in this case, I'd rather them not be. And these watercolors, they sell out so fast. I will tell you, this is another perk of being in the kids club, is we let them know first when we get in new supplies. And we just got a new shipment of these watercolors, and they are sold out. We let our kids club know first, and now they are sold out, but we are ordering more. But at the moment, we are not selling these right now because we just sold out again with them. Alrighty. It's just so peaceful to paint. I hope those of you joining in are seeing that like this is a peaceful activity. It's a lot of fun. You get a lot of pride from looking at what you're creating. But never, ever, ever go to the frustrated, mad, you know, there's a natural tendency sometimes that if our picture is not looking exactly like we thought it should look, we want to get mad and huffy and puffy and upset. But that is not what art is supposed to be. Art is supposed to be joyful and relaxing, and so you have to make that choice. You have to choose to kind of calm yourself down and just go with the process. And if your pink gets into your purple, no big deal. It looks kind of cool. Or a lot, you know, or our kids club knows all about the Beautiful Oops, or anybody that's taken art at our studio. We love that book, Beautiful Oops, where if you make a oops, you just turn it into something really cool. So here I swapped to my small brush. I don't know if y'all noticed that. I have a smaller area, so I swapped to my smaller brush. And I'm just simply filling it in. And now in the background, you could really do whatever you want to do. Okay, so you could leave it as is. You could, let's see, add stripes. You can do anything. So let's see here. I'm going to do fun little swirls. And so notice this is just a little bit of color in that background, and there we go. We are all done, son. And let's see, right here, I did add some blue, but I am going to wait for a little bit before I come back in here and add that because I don't want all the colors to bleed. So that is it for today. I just hope to see you post what you create, and y'all have a great weekend. All right, see ya.